Hey guys, good morning. This is Diary of a Coach, episode 242. 242. This my gray hair is sengemenge. Fantastic. Good to see you guys. Good to see you this morning. I think, Deme, you deserve an award though. You're always beating peace. Peace. You need to beg Dorothy to give you a chance to come first. Dorothy is always coming first. And Peace has been trying to come first. What do we go do now? You need to appease the gods. Peace. Tell Dorothy, please wait a bit so that we come first. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you guys this morning. This is Diary of a Coach, episode 242. I'm looking forward to 250. Today's episode is Your Life Will Turn Out Well. Your life will turn out well. Yesterday, I was running late for a client meeting, and I was worried because it's not in my character to be late. And as I was driving quickly to catch up with the meeting, I received a call. Dorothy, Peace is begging you. Give her a chance to come first. So as I was running late, it just occurred to me that, come, what exactly are you in a hurry for? Yeah, you could have come, earlier, but well, you're already late. And you just arrived there, rearrange the schedule. Whatever will be, And I just felt this calmness. And this morning, I think that we should have this conversation. Many times, we're quite anxious about everything. You're anxious about, will I have money to pay my children's school fees? Would I have money to ever have a house? Will I be able to ever own a car? Will I ever get married? For those that are anxious about getting married, will I ever amount to anything in life? When I die, will my children suffer? Will my parents suffer when they grow old? Will I be able to take care of them? Will I be a good person? Will my reputation stand me out? There are so many things we are anxious about. So many things. From when we wake up till we go to bed, we seem to be running a race against time. And one of the problems of running the race against time is that you are not enjoying the moment. So you are worried about the next moment. Dorothy says she go wait for 2 minutes. Peace, I hope you will be on time. If not, another person will come first. If Idenyi does not beat you, if Dorothy is staying back, Idenyi may beat you. You need to be very careful. So, I wish you well. But we wish to be running against time. We are in a hurry to understand what tomorrow is. We are regretting what yesterday was. So even the moment we miss it. Many of us, because man is a meaning-defining being, we want to know what will happen. How would I do it? What would I do? How do I overcome? How do I win? How do I become the best? How do I take advantage? How do I get the advantage? We're always we're trying to comprehend the future. We're trying to comprehend the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. We're trying to understand the future. And while that is not a bad thing in itself, it can arrest and hijack the now. So we need to recall that the divine apparatus is in our favor. Hey, Peace. Is well, Widad is going to beat you, she says. Even though Idenyi is willing to wait for 3 minutes. So it's between you and Widad now. So my understanding of life is that life is there's a divine apparatus that has been set up to our advantage. But that apparatus will not force you to align. The apparatus is waiting on you to demand of it to align. There's a divine apparatus that has been set up to your advantage. You believe it or not, it is so. A typical example When I was leaving my job in 2011, I said I would never be stranded. I kept saying it. I still say it. I have never been stranded. There are times when I really don't have an idea how we're going to offset some bills. Despite that, just like when it is like the last minute, something happens. I'm not the only person that has this experience. Many of you watching Diary of a Coach will confirm that. You have never lacked what you really needed. You have never lacked what you really needed. When you lacked what you thought you really needed, something else became better later. Which means what you thought you needed was not what you really needed. Because what you really needed came when you needed it. If you don't condition your mind that way, you will live in a desolate place. You will live in a place of frustration. You will live in a place of desperation. You will live in a place of anguish. You will live in a place of anxiety. And then you will miss the moments. I love moments. I love memories. I am present. I am present. I make sure every given time I am where I am physically. Which is why people think that I easily move on from issues or difficult moments or difficult problems or even people. I will not stop. The moment I find that a situation or a person is hijacking my peace, I remove myself immediately. You have to mentally create this environment because there is no time. What we think is time is a movement of life. And in the scheme of things, you are either participating in that movement actively or you are becoming a victim of that movement actively. You are either an active victim or an active player in the movement of time. Because really, time is just a spectrum. There is no time. There is nothing like time in the scheme of things at the divine apparatus level. So I want you to remember this, that everything will turn out well for you. When I was a copper in 2003, I was serving at Lagos City Computer College. It's on Ikeja along, on your way to Agege. And there's this boy that was in my class. I was teaching operations research, PowerPoint, and basic program, Pascal programming. There's this boy that was in my class. He came to me. That time, I was going through a thorough crisis. The place I was living, I was going through issues. So that day I came to work. I was not really myself. And he just walks up to me out of the blues and says, sir, you know, how his name is Godwin. I can't forget that boy. One talkative boy like that. And he's always trying to make crack jokes, sometimes dry jokes, you know. So he just comes and he was in his usual self, talking. He now says something. He says, sir, the place of your glory may not be palatable, but it's defining the future to your advantage. Wow. The place of your glory may not be palatable, but it's defining the future to your advantage. That statement, it hit me like a thunderbolt. Boom! I was like, the place of your glory may not be palatable, but it's taking you to a place, a future. I kept playing it. I kept thinking about it. I go home. That was when, you know, these daily diaries I'm doing. I used to write daily posts. I used to have a big diary. I go home that night. That was the topic for that night. I wrote it. I wrote what he said. I now wrote a story around it, what happened that day, that period, and what he said. I sent it out to my mailing list. Then there was no Facebook. I sent it via email to my mailing list. But I've never forgotten that statement, especially that part that says the place of your glory may not be palatable, but it's taking you to a future. And I want to leave that with you today. Where you are now, the place in your life now may not be palatable. Your current experiences may not be palatable. Your current perceptions may not be palatable. Your current pain and stress may not be palatable. You may be in a place that is choking you. You may be in a position, in an environment, in a life, in a job, in a friendship, in a relationship. You may be in anything right now that is not palatable. But I want you to know what? It's a vehicle taking you to somewhere that you're going to use the experiences to overcome. And I need you to understand that. It is going to end well. Every given time, until it has become well, it has not ended. That's why you need to understand that there's this quote that says, it will end well, and if it is not well yet, it means it has not ended. You need to completely condition your mind that that is how it's going to be. Because all things are tied to your faith. And what is your faith? Let me define faith in a very simple way. Faith means I believe what I have chosen to stay with until it happens. Simple. Faith is I believe what I have chosen to stay with. I believe what I've chosen to admit or accept. I have believed what I have chosen until it happens. That is faith in a very simple way. So the question is, what have you chosen? What have you held on to? What is your belief helping you to define? And if you can define it, then you stay on it until it happens. And I hope that what you're holding on to and defining is positive, is empowering, is promising, is inspiring, is enthusiastic, is gingering you. Because in this life, there are some things that I know I have defined. I am a happy man. I am a peaceful man. I am a profiting man. I am a wealthy man. I am a loved man. I am a helped man. I'm someone that is helped by God and man. I am someone that is loved by God and man. I am someone that will always find a way. I'm someone that is receiving plenty of bounties, receiving of benefits, receiving of everything good. That is my belief, and it has never failed me. Everything is always going to turn out well for you. So it's a function of what you choose to stand with and hold. What are you holding on to? And how are you using it to your advantage? And you know, the beautiful thing is what I'm saying is irrespective of religion, irrespective of faith, is irrespective of whom you serve, is a dynamics of life. It's part of the mechanisms that makes life roll over and roll over and roll over until eternity. Is a function of humanity. So it's irrespective whether you're a Christian, a Muslim, an atheist, an adherent of any of those other faiths. It does not matter. Once you make up your mind that this is what I will experience and I'm experiencing it already, it begins to respond to you. There's what we call self-fulfilling prophecies. The things you embody and predominantly consider and hold on to, they begin to happen to you. That is what triggers the law of attraction. The law of attraction is human law. It's not a religious law. And you need to condition your mind the right way you want to do it. I feel like talking about this like for a whole day because I know that someone needs this. I'm considering holding a live class, a physical class next week on guilt management. How do you handle guilt? I'm yet to consider how it will turn out, but I'll let you know. But if you think that we should hold a physical class on guilt management in Abuja next week, please drop a comment and say yes, please. If you think it should be an online class, I don't know if online is what I want, but if you think you want online, say online. If you want physical, say physical. If you want online, say online. Let's see what the count look like. If it's online, it may be free. If it's physical, we may have to find a way to pay for the venue. But let's see how that goes. So, this is Diary of a Coach, episode 242. I hope this episode made sense to you. I've not been getting a lot of shares these days. But I know you share or you don't share. Those whom this has been sent to will find it. Thank you for watching my diary. I love you guys. Today is Friday. Go on, catch fun, enjoy yourself. Tomorrow I'm in Kaduna. Peace. Tomorrow I'm in Kaduna to meet with business owners. I am so excited. It's only my body that is in Abuja right now. My spirit is in Kaduna. and I can't wait to go help some new businesses and old businesses. Let's see what's up. Okay, guys, thank you for watching Diary of a Coach today. I love you guys. Okay, I see the online is building. Wow. Okay, we'll fix a date. We'll fix a date. We'll probably do a Zoom webinar. Let me see what my schedule looks like. My December has been very, very crazy so far, but let's see how that goes. So, looks like online it is, but let's see how that goes. With that says physical. Always wanted to be different. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate you and I love you. Have a beautiful Friday. You are all so cool. I will post the Kaduna flyer right here. Peace. Thank you for asking. Yes, guys, if you can share the Kaduna flyer for me, I would love that. I think they said the seats are sold out. Oh. We will share, irrespective. Let them come and stand. I want an overflow. That's fine. Thank you, guys. With all my heart, I'm grateful. I want to thank you. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for choosing my platforms. Thank you for choosing my diary. Thank you for choosing me. Thank you for being there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Kaduna event is an open event. It's Isaac Abiodun. It's an open event. All you need to do is pay 3,000 Naira and you are in. Yusuf is already online. You can reach him. I'll also put the flyer. You can call the numbers on the flyer. It's an open event. So, okay, so Yusuf says it's not sold out yet. So, fantastic. So, let's roll. Let's roll. It's an open event. You can be there. You should be there. Tell your friends to come. Coach Sam is in Kaduna tomorrow. First train, I'm in Kaduna. Unfailingly. I can't wait. Can't wait. I can't wait. So, guys, if you know what's good for you and your loved ones, tell them to see me tomorrow in Kaduna, live and direct. I'm going to pour my heart. I'm in Kaduna for the whole day. So nothing they happen. Let them come out. Let us have an engaging conversation and they'll really, really love it. So guys, see you again. I'm doing diary from Kaduna tomorrow by the grace of God. Have a wonderful Friday. Bye.